we're so close. Man City's reign of terror and financial doping, allegedly, is nearly at an end. The cheats, allegedly, are soon to be dethroned, and I cannot wait for this to happen. They're going to lose. They're going to finish behind Villa. It's wonderful. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of FM24 with Liverpool, and yesterday we can wrap up the Premier League title if we can go to the London Stadium and beat 8th place West Ham, who are chasing a European spot of their own. Yeah, since the last time that we met in our disappointing 3-2 defeat to Everton and our 5-1 win against Brentford, we smashed Forest 7-3 at home, and then, my word, we beat AC Milan 5-0 at Anfield in the Europa League quarter-final. I didn't expect it to be that much of a pumping, and obviously I was going to play the second leg today, but part of me sort of sat there going, is there any point? We're 5-0 up. I'm debating on what to do. I might, depending on the length of the West Ham game, we might just have the one game, and if we win it and win the Premier League, then we'll do it as a sort of one-off episode. If not, then I might just then play the second game to not shortchange you guys, but we're definitely going to be obviously having the FA Cup semi-final against Arsenal in the next episode, and then hopefully, if we don't win the title today, we will go away to Turf Moor and win it against Burnley. That's the plan anyway. Let's see how we get on and play West Ham first. Obviously, we've got to keep an eye on what's going on with Aston Villa as well, because if they don't win, then we have officially won the Premier League. We're 13 points ahead of them, and there will be 4 games left after today, which means there'll only be 12 points available. So if we win today, we will win the Premier League title, is how I see it, I think. If my maths is wrong, this could be incredibly embarrassing. In terms of the lineup today, we probably could go with the full strength team, although I am wanting to play Joe Gomez a little bit more. He's unhappy and he wants to start more games. He probably will leave in the summer, so do I play Canate instead? When we've played Joe, we've actually been very good, but it's a big game. I have to play Ibu. I've not played Trent for ages. Frimpong has been the main man that I'm playing at the back, and to be fair to him, I can't really see a reason to change that over. One player who is horrifically out of form, unfortunately, is Diogo Jota, who's playing at 6.6 and hasn't scored in ages. But the return of Andy Robertson does make me feel slightly better. I am tempted to play him today, but Tsimikas is playing at 7.7. He's been really, really good, so I don't see the need to change. So in terms of the lineup then, Alison's in goal, Tsimikas is in at left back, Van Dijk, Canate and Frimpong make up the rest of the back four. Endo, who's been quietly brilliant this year, is the half-back role with Szoboszlai and Alexis McAllister. Why am I stuttering? Szoboszlai and Alexis... Oh my god. I'm nervous. Szoboszlai and Alexis McAllister, there we go, Mike, are in the midfield with Diaz on the left, Salah on the right, and Super Darwin Núñez leading the line. This is going to be a really difficult game. We've not been brilliant away from home in recent weeks, and West Ham obviously up and 8 for doing a very good job. So, yeah, so we could be crowned champions if we win today. I want us to do our bit. Whatever happens elsewhere happens. That makes me wonder then if we only win depending on what happens with Villa. Now, the important thing is that we win the game. I can't go into this and just think, oh, we're going to win anyway, because we might not. Looking at their team, Ings is up front. They've got Miranchuk, Kudus, Paqueta. That's a decent... Who's Gorna Duath? God, he looks quite good, to be fair. And so far, it's been a quiet game. Alison's playing at 7, which makes me think that he's had to make a few saves, and he has, but we're growing into it a little bit more now with a little bit more possession. Luis Diaz playing at 6.4 isn't ideal. We might have to play a second game here, because the first highlights happened. It's 36 minutes in, for God's sake. Oh, Miranchuk has not read that properly. Canate whips the ball in towards the back post. Diaz doesn't quite get there. Szoboszlai takes it down into Simi. Back to Szoboszlai. He bends it! Dominic Szoboszlai is turned up in this second half of the season. It's his 13th goal of the season. It's a wonderful whipped finish into the top corner. First highlight, a little maybe against the run of play. Who gives a toss? Szoboszlai is such a lovely bit of play between him and Simi. He's on a booking, so Robbo will make an appearance in the second half. What a finish that is from Dominic Szoboszlai. Magical. Oh, for God's sake, there's a highlight straight away, and it's against us by the looks of things, as West Ham look to pile the ball into the box. I'd highlighted him before the game. Lucas Gorna Duath has scored from a really decent cross from Emerson. It's not great from us by any means. I'm surprised it's happened on Van Dijk's side. He should really be clearing that. Where is he? He's just left his man. That's really poor for Van Dijk, actually. I'm blaming him for that one. He's just left his man completely. What are you doing, Verge? Kudus is a very dangerous player. Finds Miranchuk. Good tackle there by Endo. Well done, mate. Simi into McAllister. McAllister to Sabosla. He finds Darwin Núñez. Núñez has scored. I think he might be offside. This is going to be tight. Yeah, Darwin. He's just gone too early there. Great finish, but just gone slightly too early. Well, Diaz is playing at 6.2. Salah at 6.6. Darwin's been the best attacker at 6.7. I guess I'm not happy with the performance out there. I'm going to take Costas off just because he's tired. Robbo's going to come on. Mo is knackered. Diaz just needs to pull his finger out here. He's just been really poor. God, they've taken Kudus off and brought on Benrahma. I'll take that every day of the week. And there's a highlight straight from the start of the second half here as Verge finds McAllister. Endo dropping into that half-back role. McAllister looking over the top here. Darwin's going to be in and behind. Not quite. Alvarez. Oh my God. We're lucky. Sort of where it fell. But Mo Salah, of course it's Mo Salah. Big game player. Big game Mo scores again. What a finish by Mo Salah. He's that good. He's obviously pinged it off of the defender. He knew what was happening. Darwin causes carnage with Aguerd and Alvarez here. And yeah, Mo, I think, was trying to bend it in the other corner, but it's come off Aguerd and just flown into the back of the net. They've given it to him, so I'm guessing it was on target. I don't know. Don't concede straight again. James Ward-Prowse, Luis Diaz, great header. Go on, Darwin, get there. Oh, it's Szoboszlai, even better. Or not really. I mean, Darwin's obviously quicker. Szoboszlai into Virgil. We've started the second half really well, like champions would. Canate on the ball, finds McAllister. That's not great by McAllister. Danny Ings, ex-Liverpool player. And Alison makes a really good save. Not the best bit of play there by Maka. I think he was a little bit slow on the uptake. It's become a very highlight-driven game now. As Diaz, go on, mate, this time. Please, Lewis. Oh, he's missed. Areola with a great save. Yeah, he's playing at 6.1, Diaz. Sometimes it's just not your day. I will bring on Diogo Jota. I just need to try to see if I can get him back into some form, because I think if we are going to try and win all 3 cups, I'm going to need all my forwards to be in form. Robbo on the corner on his return to the team. Whips it in. Oh, it's not the best ball. Alvarez clears it nicely. Mo on the ball now. Tees it to Canate. Back to Salah. Salah for 3. Some things are just written. Mo Salah gets a brace on the day that Liverpool could clinch their second Premier League title in 5 years. Magical. It's brilliant little interplay here. Mo passes it into Canate. Lovely switch from Canate back. The reverse pass. And Mo, the minute he was in that position, he was never going to miss. Canate on the ball into Szoboszlai. If we can get a 4th here, all we have to do is focus on the Villa game. That is all that matters. Robbo, ball over the top into Diogo Jota. Tees it to... Oh my God, it's Darwin Núñez. It really is Darwin Núñez. How has he missed that? On the ball here, finds Paqueta. This could be dangerous. Danny Ings. Becker with a... Interesting. Why am I calling him Becker? It's Alison. Why am I calling him Becker? Alison. Alison. I might have to insert that into the video at some point. He's so good. Doot, doot, doot. I love you. Yep, he's made another save. Alison. Darwin heads it away from Souček there, which is great. Battle of the heading powers there. Paqueta hits it. Alison with a comfortable save. Oh, he's teed it. Ward-Prowse to Emerson. That's offside. Put me in a VAR booth. I won't get it wrong. For God's sake, enough of the highlights. JWP into Tilo Kera. That's a great fit. Right, okay, let's just stop a second. It's not brilliant here. The defence isn't set up well for that. It's a great take by Kera, and it's a great finish as well, to be fair. 5 minutes of added on time, and I'm now beginning to clock watch a little bit. I think we've done it. We have done it. But there's no title celebration. I'm going to say, well done, lads. That was a good win for us. No title celebration. Villa beat Spurs 3-2, so they still maintain it. When do Villa play again? Because they're 13 points behind. Yeah, because Villa have still got 5 games to play. Technically, they can still catch us. It was all depending on if Villa won or not, and they have. So we need to find out when Villa are playing or have their game in hand. Okay, so it looks like Villa play again before us, away at Brighton. So if they lose or drop points away at Brighton, then we win the league. But that's on the Sunday the 21st, which is also the same day that we play Arsenal. I'm unsure of what to do here. This could be such a weird scenario, actually, because when we play the Arsenal game, we could potentially be in an FA Cup final and win the league in the same day, which would be ridiculous. You know what? We will play the AC Milan game away. The important thing is it's just one that we can enjoy. Do you know what I mean? It's not like we've got lots riding on it. We've got a 5-0 aggregate lead. If we don't win it, I'm going to be incredibly disappointed. We've literally gone full rotation for this game against AC Milan away at the San Siro or whatever it's called now. I can't believe it. Keller's in goal. Robbo's actually going to play today. He wouldn't normally obviously be in the rotated team, but Tsimikas has been so good in the first team, he's got to stay in. So there's Robbo, Inacio, Gomez and Bradley, which is exciting. Conor Bradley playing on the right. Very good. Florento Luis is going to be playing in that half-back role. Gravenberch is in as the Mazzala. Harvey Elliott is going to be in as the deep-line playmaker with Curtis Jones, who's been brilliant so far this season on the left, especially in the Europa League. He's been phenomenal. He's up for the Player of the Year award in it, or Player of the Tournament, if you like, award in it. Ben Doak is going to get a rare start out on the right side, see if we can give him some game time, and Cody Gakpo will be leading the line. I'm going to say, guys have given us a lot of credit recently. Go out there and show them as to why. If we get a result away at AC with this team, I'll be delighted. But it's been a very dull first half. The boys are doing well though. Oh hello, here we go, here's a highlight. You can tell they're pressing us quite high here. No Rafael Leao makes me happy. I was worried about the idea of him coming up against our team, to be honest. Robbo's going to get there ahead of Calabria, I would hope. Robbo into Kelleher. Decent ball out. Gravenberch doesn't win the header. I think this is going to end up in a Milan goal or a chance here. Ruben Loftus-Cheek to Theo Hernandez. Ben Doak does well to get over to him, but Loftus-Cheek picks the ball back up again into Giroud. Great turn by Giroud, and he's hit the post as well. Great effort by Olivier. One of my favourite players. Such an underrated footballer is Olivier Giroud. Tell you what, if we get a 0-0 away at Milan in Italy, I'm going to be delighted. Attacking-wise, we've been so poor. But the rest of it, pretty happy. So I'm going to say to the boys, I'm delighted with the way that it's going. Apart from that little bit there, we've been pretty rock solid in defence. Doak and Bradley. Oh, there's Rafael Leao. I knew they'd bring him on at some stage. Kelleher, what are you doing, mate? Oh, Kameem, what are you doing? Why has he gone so far? It's a good finish by Okafor, considering how wide he is. But what is Kameem Gallagher doing here? Leao comes on, and within 2 minutes, he's caused some havoc. Okafor, it's... I couldn't tell you what Kelleher's doing there. Could not tell you what Kelleher's doing there. Okay, time to make some changes. It's not been a good day for Ben Doak. I'm not going to lie. He's been a bit poor. So he's going to come off. Diogo Jota's going to come on that right-hand side. I'm going to swap Gravenberch and Harvey Elliott. I feel like Harvey might be a little bit better in that Mazzala role. And Gravenberch hasn't really got on the ball enough at the moment. We've actually got a higher XG, but we've barely done anything in the actual game. I've not really seen us get in an attack at all. Last 12 minutes or so, I'm going to go for it a little bit here. I'm going to take Gravenberch off, and I'm going to bring on Stefan Bajcetic and move Florentino Luis a little bit higher up the pitch. I'm going to take Gakpo off because he's been really poor. Darwin Núñez is going to come on, and I might also bring on Trent for Conor Bradley, who's not had a bad game, but I do expect a little bit better. Oh, it's a corner here. Milan looking for a second. Benica whips it in. Theo Hernandez. I mean, it's a brilliant double save in the end by Kelleher, although it was his fault because he basically dropped the ball at the start. So, yeah. It's a bit disappointing we've not had one highlight in terms of an attacking one, really. There's enough firepower in this team to have done a decent... I say that, Darwin Núñez is in. Darwin... It's awful from Theo Hernandez, but Darwin Núñez comes on and does what Darwin Núñez does, which is score in this game. I love him. I love him in real life. I love him in this. What a footballer. Not sure what Hernandez is thinking. I think he's trying to get it to Benica or Benassa or whatever his name is. It doesn't work. That's a clinical finish. Mike Mainan is beaten. Magical. I'm really happy. We went with the backup brigade. I brought on a little bit of firepower at the end, and that's been enough to get us a draw. But fair play to the rest of the team, I think. Apart from a Kelleher mistake, I know they hit the post a couple of times, but we were never really under the cosh. I think that's a decent result. A really, really decent result. Received £1.5 million for that. We're going to be playing Newcastle in the Europa League semi-final interesting. And Arsenal will be playing against Salzburg. That's an interesting one. God, United got beaten 3-0 by West Ham. So, United are doing their best to throw away 4th place. Here we go. So, Villa kick off. When do Villa kick off? At 3 o'clock. When do we kick off? 3 o'clock. That's annoying. That's really annoying. So, next time out then, we're going to have at least the Arsenal game. And then there's a chance that we could also win the league at the same time as we're playing the match, depending on what happens in the Villa game. That's carnage. Absolute carnage. What do you reckon, guys? Do you reckon we can win all 3? I think we can. I think we're putting ourselves in a really good position. Playing Arsenal in the final of the Europa League would be really difficult, though. Like, really difficult. Arsenal are one of the only teams that have beaten us this year, so to play them in the final of the Europa League would be really difficult. But will we beat them in the semi-final? Who knows? We'll find out next time. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Sorry, it was maybe a bit anticlimactic. I set you up to, we're going to win the title. And then Villa went and won the game. If you have enjoyed today's episode, then please do like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you come back for the next one because it could all be kicking off. There's an FA Cup semi-final. And I would like to think that one way or another we will win the title in the next episode. Hopefully. Thanks for watching. See you later, everyone. Until I see you again, stay cool. Bye.